2024 Super AI Robotics Contest, Theme and Rules. The theme of this competition is Interstellar Crossing. The process of interstellar flight will be presented in the form of line patrol and racing. This competition requires young students to write programs for self-built robots and debug the programs to complete the preset tasks at the competition site. The competition has 4 categories: lower primary, upper primary, junior high, and high school. Each team consists of a contestant and a coach. Contestants must still be registered students until June 2024. The specific format of the robot competition field shall be subject to on-site announcement. The maximum field size is 3,000 mm long and 2,000 mm wide. There is an irregular flight channel distributed in the field, which is mainly composed of a track line with a width of 25 mm. There are 2 types of trajectory lines, white and black. The flight channel is a line that guides the direction of movement of the robot. There is a starting area and an end area with a length of 250 mm and a width of 250 mm respectively, which are the areas where the robot starts and arrives. After the competition starts, the robot will start from the starting area, drive along the flight channel, and finally reach the end area. Each team can only use 1 robot. In the starting area, the robot must not exceed a length and a height of 25 cm times 25 cm, and must not exceed a width of 25 cm, but can be extended after leaving. Each robot is only allowed to use 1 controller, and the controller input and output ports must not exceed 12. The robot is allowed to use any type of sensor. The total number of motors must not exceed 6, and a single motor can only drive a single grounded wheel. The motor output speed shall not be higher than 330 RPM. The diameter of the wheels used by the robot to land on the ground must not be larger than 70 mm. The robot must be built with 10 mm plastic building blocks whose design dimensions are based on standards. 3D printed parts and auxiliary connection materials such as screws, bolts, rivets, glue, and tape are not allowed. The rated input voltage of robots in the lower primary school group shall not exceed 6 V, and the rated input voltage of robots in the upper primary school, junior high school, and high school groups shall not exceed 9 V. The robot cannot be configured with a boost circuit. Before entering the field in the first round, contestants can bring the complete robot with them. Still, the robot must pass a comprehensive inspection to comply with relevant regulations. Contestants should make adjustments to the robot's non-compliance before participating in the competition. Single round score equals total task score plus fluency score plus remaining time score. The single round competition time is 120 seconds for the lower primary school and the upper primary school groups. The single round competition time for the junior high school group is 150 seconds. The single round competition time for the high school group is 180 seconds. Only by obtaining full marks for all basic tasks and random tasks set in this group within the specified time can the remaining time score be obtained. After the tasks are over, the contestant should immediately signal the referee to stop the timing. To encourage teams to improve the program's stability and optimize their competition strategies, a fluency score was added. When the game timer starts, you will automatically gain 50 points for fluency. During the task process, every time a reset occurs, the score for fluency will be deducted by 5 points, up to a maximum of 50 points. Smooth sailing. The vertical projection of the robot completely leaves the starting area. Flight channel patrol. On the flight channel of the entire site, there are several dividing lines 6 perpendicular to the flight channel, which divide the entire flight channel into multiple channel areas. English letters such as A, B, C are marked in order. If any driving wheel of the robot touches the dividing line of a flight channel, it will be scored 5 points, with a total score of 50. Break through the blackout zone. The blackout zone model will be set up at one location on the flight channel. For the lower primary and the upper primary groups, the model will be fixed at the end area, while for the junior high and high school groups, the model will be randomly set at a certain point on the flight channel. The blackout zone model consists of a platform with a length of 300 mm, a width of 300 mm, and a height of 20 mm and 2 slopes. For the junior high school and high school groups, The referee will randomly select the letter marks of the dividing line before the programming and debugging begins. After confirmation, the blackout zone model will directly cover the flight channel at the corresponding dividing line. Climbing onto the blackout zone model, the driving wheels on both sides of the robot must remain in contact with the slopes of the model and the top surface of the platform, and not with the field map. Their driving wheels on both sides should remain in contact with the slope and the top surface of the platform during the entire process of climbing over the blackout zone model, and the robots can continue to travel on the rest of the flight channel normally. Start wormhole observation. The robot needs to press the operating lever back and forth to make the ratchet mechanism drive the observation tower upward. If the observation tower leaves the initial position, 10 points will be scored. If the bottom of the observation tower is higher than the target position, 50 points will be added. The full score for this task is 60 points. Convert spacetime energy. The robot needs to turn the handle to make the spacetime wheel rotate for more than one circle. If the orthographic projection of the pointer plate intersects with the receiving surface, 10 points will be scored. If the orthographic projection of the pointer intersects with the receiving surface, 50 points will be scored. Through spacetime channel. The task model consists of a spacetime channel, a spacetime converter, and a control terminal. The spacetime channel is fixed in task area 1. The robot needs to use the key to touch the spacetime converter to enable the control terminal to open the spacetime channel. The X mark lights up on the control terminal and can be scored 50 points. Safe return. The robot enters the end area in the alphabetical direction of the marked line without leaving the flight channel. For the lower primary and the upper primary groups, the robots should remain stationary on the top of the blackout zone model's platform. The robots do not contact the field map. For the junior high and high school groups, the vertical projection of the robot's driving wheels should be completely included in the end area. Basic tasks: smooth sailing, flight channel patrol, crossing the blackout zone, through time and space channels, and safe return. Random tasks: start wormhole observation and convert spacetime energy. The designated area for basic tasks is located in the field according to the task details. All groups are required to complete basic tasks. The lower primary school and upper primary school groups do not have any random tasks. The junior high school group has one random task that is selected randomly, while the high school group must complete all 2 random tasks. Except for through spacetime channel, which is fixedly set in task area 1, the positions of the task models of start wormhole observation and convert spacetime energy are not fixed. Before the start of programming and debugging, the referee draws lots to determine the position and direction of the task. In the break through the blackout zone task, the task models of the lower primary and the upper primary groups are fixed in the end area and are scored separately from the safe return task. For the junior high school group and high school group, the referees will determine the position and orientation of the task models by drawing lots. Once the position and orientation are determined, the position of the task models of the same group remains consistent in all rounds.